Hello. I think we're good. I think this thing is on. All right. Anyone in the chat? Gonna get going in just a second here. All right. So what I'm doing today is I wanted to animate this hand rig. I rigged this hand very recently, and it's very basic. There's nothing fancy going on here, but I wanted to animate it doing something similar to this. So this is just obviously from Smash Brothers, but what I really wanted to spice this up a little bit, give it something happening a little bit before and after. And it doesn't seem like there's much anticipation going on here, so I want to try to edit that as well. So we'll see how this goes. So the first thing I want to do, and this is just going to be a total chill stream. You want to pop in, say hi, say something in the chat, that's cool. This is not a tutorial. I literally just, this is what I wanted to do this morning, so I'm going to stream it. So what I want to do first is actually set up my camera here, which I will do like so. Hello, L Titan. Greetings. I'm going to set up my camera here, so we have like a little, like basically a place to reference back to, and make sure that we are making it look the best it possibly can from this specific angle kind of idea. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so this first pose I'm going to do here is a resting pose, ideally. Hello, Lewis. Greetings, Kenny. Okay, people are joining in now. Nice. Heck yeah. How's your guys' New Year's going? Do you have a resolution that isn't survive? That seems to be a very popular one. Let's see. Let's make this a little bit less relaxed. I'm just gonna look at my own hand here. Thank you, Titan. I hope I can get more out here soonish. I am actually working on a SFM animation right now, and I thought about live streaming, and I know that there would certainly be more interest in that, but it's not in a place where I can, like, where it is at right now requires so much concentration from me that I don't think it would make for a very good stream at the moment. So hopefully in the near future, it will be at a place where it's a little bit easier to be animating and a little bit more presentable and more fun to watch. So hopefully we can live stream like actually making a video. That would be pretty cool. But for now, I really wanted to do this because animating in Maya versus animating SFM, you can tell that this is this program was designed for animation in mind. That is its sole purpose, and it does it very, very well. There's a reason that it's the professional standard, really, when it comes to 3D animating. So I know that when a hand is rested like this, the fingers are gonna curve like this, kind of like in a line. I'm just gonna go back to perspective view because I want to get nice and close. Just want it. It's generally how I make resting poses with the hand. That's probably a bit much. So I'm just gonna grab the top ones right here. Hold them back. And for the thumb, kind of like, I know it does this, this, this. I'll go back to this camera. Okay, like that. That's looking better. I like that more. Okay. All right. So, Titan, this is for I'm literally okay. I forgot to explain this, didn't I? Well, no, whatever. We'll do it again. So, what this is for is I want to make essentially this animation, but a little bit more polished and cleaned up. So the first frame or pose we're gonna have is a resting pose. So it's kind of like this. Still working on it. Then it's going to go into this pose. It's gonna turn like this, go into that pose, and it's gonna ideally wind up a little bit and move forward. I'm gonna try to make it move as it does in the actual game, like this to this. Try to get that timing. That should be fun. Then when it gets to that pose, obviously it's gonna go like this, and then it's probably gonna go back to a rest pose, and then I'll probably do something after that because that's, I always like to just add that little bit extra flair. So right now I'm gonna go back to working on this rest pose, like so. I think that's fine. Really, this is probably too much for this stage, but I know that it should be a little bit less. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that's definitely good enough for what we need right now. So now I'm going to, I'm gonna select everything, key it using Shift E and Shift W. I had to think about that because that's not something I think about. Funny how that works. Now I'm gonna go to the second position, which is going to be when it's actually in like the gun position right here. So we'll click on this, and before I even mess with the hand posing stuff, I think I'm just going to animate the base palm doing everything, because that's usually like a nice, it's just a nice way to simplify things basically. So I'm going to firstly get it into position here, and so let's see, we're gonna press play here. I think this would take like, I don't know, do it in real life, it's like, it's almost instant, so it's like, I don't know, 10 frames. Actually, before we do that, we should make sure it's resting a little bit here first, but let's get this into position. Then grab our keys here, because when you block out an animation like this initially, you don't actually want you don't want to like play the animation, oh my god, it's already happening. You kind of want like time for things to actually like click for your viewer. You have to remember that someone is watching this and they're not just hitting the play button expecting something to happen. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's kind of like, I don't, it's like when you start a YouTube video, you don't just immediately go into things. You have to have some build up here, some time to get acquainted. So, and you can also use this time to anticipate into this. So I'm actually going to look like this. Thank you, Kenny. I hope it looks amazing. I certainly feel like I can get better looking results in Maya than I can in other animation programs. Maybe that's just how it's, because of how it's designed, and because this is, it's definitely not its sole purpose, as you can see from all these buttons that I'm not using. I don't know. I definitely feel like it's easier to get a result I'm happier with in this program compared to something like SFM. So yeah, we're just gonna have it flip like that. We'll have it over anticipate a little bit. Probably like this. A little bit more like that. So it's actually gonna go down and lean forward and then go back up. This. Go up like that. Yeah. So resting pose, gun pose. Obviously the fingers aren't going to be moving yet. Just animating this palm for the time being. This is way not subtle. In real life, there kind of is a little bit of that, but not really. Kind of looks obnoxious. Let's see. I actually kind of like how that looks, just from a timings perspective. I'm actually going to keep that. It's a little smooth, but that's fine. So let's actually keep this and then have that be our slight overshoot. Like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Have I ever used MMD? I have not. Yes and no. I've opened the program and tried to figure it out and failed. Kind of idea. I don't think it's that complicated, but it definitely seems like it's in a league of its own in terms of how it actually works compared to other animation programs. It does seem like a little bit dated, but I can't say that for sure. And it seems like you can like modify it heavily as well. So I don't know. I have not used it enough to. It would be fun to try. I'm not against the idea. It's just not something I have experience with personally. Okay. Now that we have this going back, now I want it to pull back and then shoot across the screen. So now that I have that slight overshoot, it's going to stay still for a little bit, like so. Yeah, something like that. That might be a little bit too much. So we're going to make a little bit less. Okay. Just to verify, this is our translate, right? It is not. It is a rotate. Actually, it's both. Okay. Okay. Alright. Now we're going to have this pulled back. Anticipate into this, which is it does not do that in game, which is surprising to me. But I want to do it here because I think it will look nice. So I can actually go to a specific translate here. What axis is this? This X? Yes. Nice. So maybe I can start editing these curves right away. I'm gonna click right here. Weighted tangents. Now let's see what it looks like if we do it like this. Nice. This is a little bit too long. I don't like it. It might be a bit much direction as well. Good choice of music. Thank you, Rob. I think the whole Terraria Otherworld soundtrack is like amazing. I think it's on Steam for like $5. I would highly recommend it. It's super, super good. Very sad that we'll never actually see that video game. Soundtrack is amazing, amazing, amazing. This is probably the best song on it, though, in my opinion. I was listening to this for like 4 hours yesterday. It's good, great background noise. Okay. Right here. That's probably enough. Pull back. So I can actually key right here. As I try to remember my hotkeys. You know what? Let's just do this. That's fine. Okay. For the Rainbow Curate song, did you use an edited version of the song? I didn't. I don't know why, but for some odd reason, there's actually two different versions of the song. One of the versions of the song is the one that they have on their actual YouTube channel with with their actual music video, which is what I have linked in the description of the video, I believe. But there's an alternate version that is also on their for that what they actually put on like streaming platforms like Spotify and all that. That song is different than what they have for their music video and what they have on YouTube, which is very odd. I don't know why they did that, but there you go. Personally, I prefer the one that's on YouTube, which is why I used it, of course. But yeah, I don't know why they did that. I don't know if that band like exists anymore either. I don't know if you can like contact them and ask, because that also means that there's not like a high quality version of that song. The only way to download it is like to download and rip the YouTube video, which is obviously not the greatest bitrate in the world, so it's not gonna be very high quality music. They added this song to regular Terraria? I didn't know that. Ow, that's super cool. That's awesome. Played a little bit of the new update. It was super cool. But I didn't. I've played through that game like 10 times, so there's a point where you're just like, ugh, maybe I should actually play a new video game. Okay, now let's have this shoot forward. Crazy our curves here. Crazy. Back, forward. That is way too slow for what I'm going for. And again, we want this to move like this. So like, kind of starts quickly, but at the end here, it slows down dramatically. It's like, shoo, shoo. Sound effects helpful? I hope they are. It's too fast. There's some animation data here that I don't want. So let's change our timing here so that these are right here. Right here. Okay. Alright. Kinda liking it so far. Again, we're gonna actually add the hand poses later, finger poses. Just doing the palm right now. This doesn't really have the slow start that I want though, so I'm probably going to want to right click on this, go to weighted tangents. Make it so that this curve is basically like slowly moving up and then very quickly. I don't know why I think these sound effects are helping anyone. Alright. That's the thing a lot of animators do, I've noticed, when they're explaining something, they'll like use sound effects just like out of habit. It's like, is that really helpful? I don't think so. Okay. Slow, fast. Put a weighted tangents. This. Yeah, that's a little bit more similar to what we're seeing here, I think. See that? Kinda. Okay. I'm gonna add another key right here. Move it up. Because it doesn't, when it comes to the end here, I don't think it completely stops. Well, mine's not going to in any case. So like, rather than just like going here and then stopping, it's gonna go here and then keep moving a little bit. It goes like that. Okay. So, back, down. Hey, sup, Frambo? What's up? Yes, animation is an extremely iterative, apparently I can't say that word. Iterative process. It's like every single art form. It's no different. You just gotta try stuff.
see how things go. Speaking of iterations, let's save one. Let's actually, no, let's not do that. Okay, so next off, I'm going to, so now that we actually have this moving from point A to point B, like so, I'm going to make it so that, again, we're going to reference our picture here. Where did you go? There you are. So, the GIF disappeared. Whoa! What's going on? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. That was interesting. I hope the stream didn't just die. Oh, okay, that was very odd. I think that was a hard drive turning on or something. Ohio Night Shadow. If you plan one of the Easter egg seeds, it has the Otherworld music too as the default, and you can ask the party girl to swap it afterwards. That's super cool. Yes, these are the jerry-rigged hands I made. I'll take that as a compliment. Take that as a compliment. Okay. So, now that we have this going here, I'm going to make it so that the... Yeah, okay, now that we have all this in place, I'm going to make it so that we actually do the firing. So, and I really like how they made this look. The animation in this game is just so good. I love how it like completely goes, like it just breaks at the wrist basically, how much it turns. Goes like here to here. I love that. So let's try to emulate that, maybe even exaggerate it. So now we have to go back to rotate. I'm going to set another key right here. Okay. So we pull back, go forward, like so. Forward, go back. Then, after that, I'm gonna just rotate like so. Do the firing. Actually, yeah, something like that. Let's see. Go forward, back. See, now I'm kind of not liking this. I'm actually going to make this happen faster. Maybe actually, let's move this timing back. Move this back here. Okay. Now we have it going into place here. Now I want it to overshoot a little bit. Maybe. I don't know yet. Nice. Ha! Nice. Okay. This... let's see. Get rid of this key. Let's just move. Let's just go to this key here. We are on translate. It's out of my mind for the time being. Let's see. Sup, Boone? When am I coming to Twitch? I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I don't know. I used to use Twitch very, very often, but I just kind of stopped using it. Just like as a consumer, obviously I was not streaming at the time. This is my second time I've streamed. I don't know. I like Twitch, but I feel like I just understand YouTube a lot better. And I think it's, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity in streaming on YouTube. But then again, I might be completely wrong. I think I should probably just try it sometime just to see how it works as a platform, because I don't really know until I actually buckle down and give it a shot, really. I've been using YouTube almost as long as YouTube has existed. So literally like what? Like, I think it started being a thing in like 2005 and I started using it around like late 2006. So that's like 14 years now. I don't know. I people like to poo-poo on YouTube, and it's completely and totally deserved in every way. But I really like it. I don't know. But I also really like Twitch, so there you go. I don't really have a good answer. It's worth giving a shot. And Twitch certainly seems to have its own fair share of issues, as I've seen on your very own Twitter boom. I don't think any platform's ever going to be perfect. Of course. I like this. This is kind of working. Yeah, okay. Now, I think we could start. Yeah. Let me get up. Oh yeah, early YouTube machinima. And all the... Oh my god, those Gmod idiot box videos. Those are classic. I remember watching those animations and just like cry laughing. That wasn't early YouTube though. That was more like, what, like 2010? I think? I don't know. Did watch Red vs. Blue somewhat early on though. That's another classic. I actually want to... I want it like this. I want it this very exaggerated. We also want to anticipate into this. So, hello cat. Let's rotate this downward. So. Of course I read your tweets, Boone. It's good stuff. Okay. Yeah, something like that. Not like that, but something like that. This timing's weird. Yeah! This is fun. Yeah, okay. So, it'll probably go to this pose and then go back a little bit. Settle, as we say in pretentious animation terms. Probably want a little bit longer hanging here. Yeah, something like that. That's good. I think that's good enough for now. I'm just gonna... Notice how I'm watching this all the time? That's kind of just how I work. Probably not the most productive thing in the world, but it's... I really want to know what's going on in real time. If I like look at the curves the whole time and try to get everything super pretty and perfect looking, sometimes I'll do that like 15 minutes, then I'll hit the play button and oh, it doesn't look good at all. Because I wasn't looking here, I was looking here. Just something you have to keep in mind sometimes. Okay, so now we have that shot it back like that. Hello, cat. You want something? Oh, so cute. Okay. Going forward, pushing back. Now, I think it can actually be a rest pose like this. So let's continue this a little bit. Like so. Yeah. Then I'll anticipate it going back a little bit more. So we'll rest right here. Then we can go a little bit back before we go down. Back and down. So yeah, we'll just do that here.
I don't read your tweets, Night Shadow. If this is the Night Shadow I think it is, I absolutely do read your tweets. Got him. Okay. Maybe we should... Nah, that's fine. Okay. So... Maybe this just needs to be slower. I'm not a huge fan of this timing either. So let's literally go to our rotate here. And... let's see... weighted tangents. That's too slow. I think that's literally the exact opposite of what we want, but that's helpful because now we know that I can go to weighted here. Let's see. Hold on. I'll think about this and totally not refill water. Yeah, I think my problem here with this part is that it's not moving, it's just rotating, which feels weird. So, I'll go to my translate here. From this point, I don't have value snap on? Time snap? I don't. Ew. Ugh. Okay. Let's keep that on. Make it so that all of these are more or less snapped. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so now, go to our translate. From here to here. I apparently forgot to add this anticipation. Oh, you know what? Let's just have this very subtle. Then, let's do this. Looking at curves, Lewd. I've heard that so many times. I guess I've been desensitized. My animation teacher's a dirty man, I guess. Hey, Final Wheat, what's up, dude? Glad you can make it. Okay. Okay, I kind of like this part. I don't like this. So, go back here. Let's see. Charge, forward. I don't know why it's going up there. Fix that later. Why is this going back? Oh, there's so many little problems. This is the completely incorrect key. It's this, isn't it? Gotta break my tangents. And go back. Yeah, there we go. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, it's shift up. Oh, no, yeah. Of course it is. Ignore me. I am a trying to get it. So it goes to this point,
then comes back a little bit because it overshot a little bit. That's what I'm going for. I got a little bit of trouble. Let's make these, maybe it's because these are really weird and bad. And that seems better. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That's probably too much. That's fine. Usually I find that's better to go a little bit too far and then just reel it back rather than never seeing what too far looked like in the first place. Then you can exaggerate all you want and get the exact result you want. And so you're not underdoing what you could be doing. That makes sense? I think that made sense. Maybe. Okay. So let's see here. I think I want this to move back. Back. This goes to here. Like that. This point. Then here. That. So. Getting fiddly. So when it's firing here, I want it to be moving backward like this. And it should go back to the point right here. That's what I'm thinking. Oh my god. Cat really wants to leave my room. The guilty eyes. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Watch, in 5 minutes, I'm gonna hear mewing. She's gonna be right outside my door, begging to get back in here. Okay, so back point. These. This right here. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next part. I'm getting way too fiddly with this. Okay. We go to so we have the resting pose, which turns into the finger guns pose, which then reels back, moves forward into a point, and as it's ready to fire, it leans down a little bit. It fires. It stays in the firing position for a little bit. That's probably... It should probably be like this. Like that. Yeah, okay. Then, after that, it settles and goes back to a resting position like so. And we have our animation. Obviously, there's some work to do. That's basically what I wanted to do with it. So, maybe I should just copy the rotation. Yeah. More or less. Start here in this pose and end here in this pose. Kind of like, really, I think what we're doing here could totally work for an actual video game. Yeah, exactly. All right, now let's finally move on to the interesting part. The fingers, to me anyway. Hopefully to you as well. Okay, so if I can find my gosh darned reference. There we go. Yeah. So let's keep this on our other monitor here so I can see what this pose looks like. See, it goes the resting to that.
select right here. Pull these back. So this actually, you might notice that this curves a little weirdly, like not at a perfect 90-degree angle. It's a little offset, like right here. You can kind of tell, maybe. Like it should be like higher to right here. And that's just because I rigged this wrong, basically. I don't super know how to fix it at the moment. It's just because of something to do with how the coordinates are set up with this. But it's perfectly fine for what we're doing. Just a minor little issue right there. I will keep doing it and doing it and doing it well, Night Shadow. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I really like posing hands. Sometimes. They can just be super expressive when you get them looking how you want them to. Even the stupid, really simple looking hand can get a lot of, you can get a lot of personality out of it, I'm finding. Yeah, okay. And they're kind of like touching in the real one. So I could do something like this. But I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Maybe I want to bend this a little bit more. Yeah, it's definitely doing this kind of a thing in the original. You're right, Frambo, it is handy. I was thinking about making the stream title a hand pun, but I went against it. If I was a comedy genius, I'd think of a hand joke on the fly as to why I didn't do it, but alas, I suppose I'm not. Okay. So here. And I should probably do actually all the fingers. Select them all like this. Select, select, select. Okay, now let's just get our base fingers generally where we want them, when we want them. We want the resting pose here. I've clearly forgotten to select something. So, like these. I think it was that one. There we go. So now we can go back to our camera. Not that one. And there we go. It's a little late right now. Here. There we be. I'm accidentally changing the background color. Might actually this. Okay, that's generally how I want it. Noticing that the thumb actually extends a little bit when it actually fires, so maybe I should edit this pose a little bit because of that. Maybe something more like this. That's fine. Okay. So now that we have this where we want it, it kind of just stays in this pose. Looking at it here, it kind of just stays in this pose. It doesn't change that much. I think maybe the thumb extends when it actually fires, but maybe not. Let's see. Let's see what that looks like if we do it like that. So we're going to copy and paste this. Gun pose. Bam. Bam. Right here. To push it down, back. Okay, now let's key this and see what it looks like. I didn't key the thumb, I'm realizing. Let's do it like this.
So let's make it so that it extends. Probably want the timing to be a little bit after it gets to its apex here. That. That amuses me. Kind of like that. Doesn't look super realistic or anything, but it's fun. Okay. Yeah, I think I might... Maybe I should add some drag to these fingers now that I think about it. So, like... As it's going up, they kind of react to the movement. So, from, like, point here to here, make it that these rotate down. Oh yeah, well, actually it would have to just be this front part now that I think about it. So, yeah, okay, so we'll do like that. Then, it'll just keep going like that. I need a little bit more. This is gonna look kind of ridiculous. That's fine. Then when it actually stops moving here, this rotation, it has to be when it actually stops. Like right here-ish. Extend this a little bit. Right here, I believe, is when it would start moving back. This is gonna look silly. But let's see. It's gonna look pretty over the top, I would imagine. So it does drags, reaches the apex, reacts to the stopping of the movement, and it's gonna have to go back to neutral position. So, yeah, kind of like that. That's a little much. As predicted. This timing isn't really doing it for me. That kind of works. Probably a bit much. Maybe we should have it so that this extends out more, this extends out more. It hits the point, leaps back, goes back to neutral. Maybe it should actually go a little bit farther than neutral and reach back to neutral. Have a little bit of overshoot and settle. Yeah, kind of like that. Pose, fire, anticipate. That looks ridiculous, but whatever. It's fun. We're having fun here. Okay. I don't like how they're like touching each other like here. Actually, it should be moved back a little bit more. Maybe that's a cause of discomfort here. These different timing? They do. That is weird. Why did that happen? Let's extend this all back. Put this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Goes here. It should stay like this for a little bit longer. Like so. Okay. Okay. Yeah. There we be. Holds like that. Excellent. Excellent. All right. You know what? I'm not liking how it's going back this much. Let's go like this. This. And just delete these. Let's see how that looks. It's a little bit too much movement for so little. Okay. We're pretty close to done, actually. So, it goes into the firing position. It winds up, gets to its peak, overshoots its peak, anticipates the firing, fires, the fingers drag behind, gets to this point, the fingers rather drag behind it, firing. Now it will go back to its neutral position, which is, I think that's literally just going to be copying and pasting some keys. Oh my god. Let's see. Let's see. So... No, I should grab all the keys actually before I do that. Grab these. Here to here. Alright. Then it will slowly go back into a neutral pose as it leans down like this. I forgot to grab something. Oh, there we go. No, I didn't. Well, yes, I did. Let's not think about that. Bam. This is animating too early. Let's grab all of these. So, go back to this camera. All right. Position. Yeah, it's already moving like way earlier than it should be. Right here-ish. Yeah. Yeah, we're almost done. Wow, we're doing this all in one take. This is great. Okay. So this thumb here, I don't like how it's moving back like that so early. It looks weird, so I'm going to grab this. Some movement should be fine, so let's keep a little bit in there. There we go. Okay. Okay. It's back. It's forward. Shoots! Comes back to resting position. We are almost done! So... let's just focus on the palm for now. So it's going back here. Back to this neutral position. And this could use more polish. I might come back to this later. A thing that really helps, not just with animation, but probably with all art, is just doing like a work sprint like I'm doing right now. Just like work for like an hour or two straight, and then just take a break, take a lunch, take an hour break, get someone else to look at it, and then come back, or sleep on it, ideally. Then just come back, look at it again, and look with a critical eye and say, maybe this wasn't actually as good as I wanted it to, or maybe I could adjust this like this. That helps so much. You just do everything all at once like this. It's very rare that you're going to come back to it and think, oh, it's perfect in every way. That doesn't usually happen. Okay. So... let's see. Let's have it go down a little bit more. Back up. This. Let's adjust the translate. Is this when it's going down? Yeah. It's actually going down like that. There we go. Getting close. Getting close. Okay. And another thing is, if your animation ends like this, you probably want it to be a little bit longer, just to give some time for the audience to breathe, kind of thing. Down like this. Okay. Extend this a little bit. Got this. This is, again, this is all a little bit too much. It's a little over the top. But that's fine. Because it's good to know when you're going too far. Okay. So, let's do this. One take crash, they call him. I don't know if that's entirely accurate, but we'll roll with it. Seen you switch to Maya Rip Blender. I've never used Blend. Let me be real with you, Lead. I have. How much have I animated in Blender? Almost not at all. Very close to not at all. Which is, I don't think animating in Blender is super different than Maya or SFM or anything, but at the time that I was trying to do it, I found it very, very weird to use. But that's probably just me. I don't think it's that strange compared to other programs. Just need to actually buckle down and try to get used to it. That could be, again, I have no, it's like MMD, I have nothing against trying to learn these things. I just don't know how to use them. I think that Blender's actually pretty similar to Maya here, but I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you have animated in it. Okay. Let's see. And I'm very biased towards programs. SFM is basically a Maya ripoff for all intensive purposes. So I'm very biased to programs that work the exact same way, essentially. And that's what I tend to gravitate towards. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're comfortable with something, use it. If you're uncomfortable with something, don't use it. It's not a bad thing to focus on what you're good at, that's for dang sure. Just depends. Okay. So I'm not liking how this is ending. The rotation feels very awkward. Feels very, very slow. I think it's the timing. It could just be faster, but we also might need to... Let's see. Yeah, that does feel better. But I actually think we could improve it further by... Yeah, so let's see if we just extend this part of the rotation. Yeah, that's a lot better. That feels better, to me anyway. Okay. Barely animated, but it's getting stronger. Okay, yeah, that's kind of the thing about Blender. It's like, you can have an opinion on it, and then next week, they completely overhauled that part of the program, and it's like better than anything else on the market now. That's the cool part about Blender. It's very amazing that we have something like that that's completely free. It's awesome. This is... I don't like how long it's rotating here. I should have just did this. Okay. And it looks a little awkward because I haven't messed with the fingers yet either. For this part anyway. Okay. Alright. It's back, fires, goes back to resting position. This isn't bad. Definitely need to take a break and review it again for polish. But it's getting there. Okay. Maybe we could have a little bit of fun doing this. Maybe these parts can get delayed a little bit just for fun. Then when they actually do curl inward, they curl a little bit too far. Maybe. Okay. Extend this out. Nice. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Okay. This is kind of getting there. Oh my god, cat. Exactly. The prophecy was foretold and it came to pass. The moment she's outside my door, she's screaming to get back in. Okay. Let's delay this a little bit. Whew, I am getting hungry. I'm glad we're almost getting this not finished, but to a place where it could be considered finished-ish. There's a word I'm thinking of. Not remembering. Okay. Let's actually have it so these... Yeah, let's have it so that these kind of are delayed. Just going by feel here. Okay. And then it chops back. Okay. It looks a little awkward how these are like moving at the exact same time. Let's try moving this earlier. Like so. Maybe even further down. Can you? You can. I don't remember how to do that. There's a way to like scale these and be all fancy. I'm not gonna be all fancy. We're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Why is value snap off again? No. Time. Well, it is, but time snap is on, so I don't know why. It must have been because of scaling it. Ramble, 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 ramble. It's down. Let's actually go to perspective and get this one. Whoop. Right now. It's kind of looking like something. Hello, Byakuya. How do you say his name? Byakuya. So it's like Byakuya? I don't know. Ding. Alright. This is pretty close. If I'm not careful, I'll fiddle with this for the next 3 hours. Let's see, what's the one thing I can do to finish this off? Let's make that so that this is curved more. So you can get a nice final position here. We're almost done. Right here, like that. Make this a little bit less curved like this. Okay, I don't like how suddenly this is stopping either. Make it so it keeps moving a little bit. That's another thing that I heard that I believe is true, is that generally, like for professional animations, you don't ever, like this kind of stuff, like spline, smooth animations, you don't generally ever want it so that your character is like completely still. Like say we delete these and like there's literally no pixels moving whatsoever. I believe that like professionally for Disney and stuff, they never, for like a character, you never want that even when they're standing completely still, because you get like dead pixels on your screen if a camera's standing still and it looks really weird. And in real life, that's not, you're never not completely moving, it just looks unnatural. I believe. That's what I heard. It was quite a while ago, though. Okay, that is like doing the opposite of what I wanted to do. Okay. That's pretty close. Bakugan. Is that how you pronounce it? Oh, it's clipping. No. Quickly. Someone call the clipping, please. This is an outrage. I mean, it's always clipping, but it's clipping more obviously. All right, folks. I think I'm gonna leave it here. I'm happy with this for the time being. Could certainly clean up some things. Some timing is a little bit weird. Could use some more polish with like the actual movement of the palm and stuff. Probably the finger poses a little bit too. But like for a base, this is perfect. This is all we need to get rolling. Yeah. All right. I'm starving. I'm gonna go eat lunch. I'm gonna go eat oatmeal. I hope you guys have a great year. Ugh.
I'm gonna try to stream a lot more this year because it's something I'm very interested in and improving at and just learning how to do. Maybe we'll try Twitch, maybe we'll stay on YouTube, maybe hopefully at some point we'll start streaming on the main channel, because I don't think that I feel like there's a lot of content I'm putting on this channel that could certainly be uploaded to the second channel, but because here's the little rant. The way that YouTube works nowadays is that you need to have a channel that only has one type of content on it, and if there's any other different types of content that you need on YouTube, you cannot upload it to that first channel without harming it, essentially. But, and that's kind of what I was thinking when I was making the second channel, but at the same time, the thing is that I'm still putting animation content. It's the same category. So I don't think I need to be as stingent as I have been in the past, necessarily. And I think doing these streams here is perfect, because and not just starting on the main channel is perfect, because I have a little sandbox to work in. Like, I literally didn't know how to schedule a live stream until today. Now I know how to do that, and I can totally carry that over to the main channel if that's something I'm interested in doing down the road. Any upcoming projects? Thank you, Rob. I will definitely let you know if we start doing stuff on Twitch, for sure. Thanks for the interest. Crash soon, VTuber. Who knows? Who knows? Any upcoming projects? Do I want to do this? Oh, okay. Maybe there is an upcoming project. If we wait patiently for a certain slow program to load, maybe I'll show you what we've got. A very limited preview of what we're working with right now. And this is always a terrible idea, because I have no idea when this is going to come out. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So Final Elite, if this never comes out and I get an army of people angry at me that I tease this, it's all your fault, and I'm gonna direct all the blame to you, okay? Okay. I think it's this one. Okay. Alright guys, you ready? You ready? Still loading. We're literally gonna preview what I'm working with right now and turn off the stream. So you better be ready. It's totally not like the stream is going to be available after I turn it off. That's not a thing that's going to happen. I loaded the wrong file. Bear with me. Oh, it's not here? Oh, this is a pain in the butt. Ugh, SFM, you slot. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh, okay. Source filmmaker, game, user mod. I'm building so much tension now. There's so much. I can feel the thickness of the tension in the air around me. This is too much to bear. Dang it, where is it? Oh, don't do that so loudly. What did I call it again? It was... Let's see. Oh my god. There's so many. The thing is, I made a different user account on Windows for like privacy reasons for streaming, but so all my preferences are on a different user account. So I need to find where this is by hand. Because normally SFM will tell you your recent projects, and you'll lickety-split, you're all good. But, oh, maybe I called it. Let's see. No, I didn't. But it is here. Okay, so I just need to go to this folder. Okay. 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 So, oh, am I in the wrong drive? No, I'm not. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So it's elements, sessions. That's, oh, that's what I called it? Oh, this might be wrong. This might be wrong. This is definitely wrong. Dang it. Oh, you know what? I have a way of doing this. This is taking so long. I'm so sorry. I didn't think this would be like a total nightmare. Hold on. Hold on. Oh man. All right. This is good. Okay. Next stream. Okay. This is what I'll do to make up for me not being able to find this. Next stream, we will actually animate on this. I'll get it to a point where we can actually like look at it and start working on it. Okay. It's a pretty terrible idea to preview stuff that early anyway. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was very fun. I feel like we did better this time. We didn't have 4 false streams where I didn't know how to start a stream on YouTube. I'm learning. Okay. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great 2021. I'm serious. Kick ass. Bye.